Damn, they got a fire ass lineup. Should I play these bitches? I feel like we're gonna beat the absolute shit out of them. That's just. I mean, it looks like we're gonna beat the absolute dog shit out of these kids. And we lost. And we fucking lost. Hmm. Um. We fucking lost, bro. To Portland. Now we come up against a 1-5 Lakers. I knew we was gonna eat. Every team sucks. Destroy them. They got me all the way fucked up. What bone that? Oh, they got me all the way misconstrued, my dude. You don't have that anymore. Guess what? You ready?
Okay. Hey, baby, if you need me, I come in there. Copy that.
I'm fucking chilly. I'm chilly. They got me fucked up. Think I'm finna accept that. I'm finna accept that bullshit injury. Hell no. Hell no. Bro, that's a lot of scoring. Holy shit. 7 assists, 7 assists, 7 assists, 10 assists. He had 5. Like, wow. We're fucking balling, dude. Scoot. Oh, they do got Dillingham at the 2. Oh, yeah, they're cooked. Oh, they are cooked. I was looking like, what? Yeah, they got my shit all fucked up. They still got, no, they got this shit all the way retarded, bro. I'm glad I did check this shit, because that shit all fucked up. We're right back, super strong. We got rid of Adebayo and just, like, yeah. We got 290s for him. Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I? Man, I can't believe we just lost that shit. Are you fucking kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh shit, these bitches have a squad a little bit. We're gonna beat the shit out of them, but I might propose a trade. Let's see. So we'll make it happen for around 20 mil to players. 20 mil to players. They got a bunch of 80s. Bunch of 80s. How much he making? Since they didn't like my trade, I'm about to beat that ass. We about to.
Now to the good part.
Hi, everyone. We got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Looking now at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Knipple. Keldon Johnson is out there with Hart. Then it's Madsen. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, we've got Chambers. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Walker. Then there's Dixon. And it's Harper in at the point. And looking at this game in terms of the NBA Cup, there are major implications here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams come in at 1-0. And with just 4 games in the group stage, the difference between 2-0 and 1-1 is massive. I'm sure that's not a fact that's lost on either of these coaches.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Dixon, and he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
On offense, here are the Clippers. Pass to Knipple. Here's Madsen. Brooks with no one around. Offline with his 3. And Walker's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Knippel. 11-point game his last outing. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Madsen. 11 points last game. Hart the pass to Brooks. Off target from three-point range. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Here's Madsen following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Clippers moving the ball around. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Wembanyama. Walker against Johnson. 5 on the clock. The shot from 20 feet away. Dixon's shot is off. Clippers trail by 3. Madsen passes to Johnson. True on the 14-footer.
Going old school on him, Johnson with the mid-range, a rarity in today's NBA.
Here's Dixon. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Chambers kicks to Walker. Chambers with a screen on Johnson. Walker the pass to Harper. Off target from outside.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the Spurs with possession here. After the Clippers pick up 2. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Madsen. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Harper, and Harper slams it in.
Gives a team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Stewart comes in for Walker, and Petrovic subbed in for Chambers. Here's Madsen. Pass to Johnson. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. Here's Madsen. He's guarded by Harper. Just 5 on the clock.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Pass to Dixon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Dixon's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Hart left side. Johnson in the corner. Here's Knippel. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Here's Madsen following the bucket by the Spurs. Brooks right side. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Hart. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Harper's shot's good. He's got 8.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Manson passes to Hart. And here is Johnson. Pass to Manson. Puts it up from 17. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Here's Dixon. Stolen by Knipple. Connects on the foul line jumper.
That mid-range J right in his wheelhouse. Nicely done.
Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 13-5 run. And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. And just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Here's Manson. It's hauled in by Stewart.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Harper the pass to Dixon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson. You look at the Spurs, and their NBA Cup run started with a victory. These home fans hoping to see them not just second win in the group portion.
And that's because they're in very good shape if they can take this one. You normally have to win 3 games to advance, so a 2-0 start would be huge.
And as for the Clippers, they won their first NBA Cup game. So tonight, they're aiming for a 2-0 record in this group.
And if you look at the teams that make the knockout rounds, they usually start 2-0. So tonight is big for them, but it won't be easy here on the road.
Thompson, he's checked in for Dixon. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Cheatham's checked in. On the wing, Giddey. Really played well against Houston in his last outing.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Giddey against Porter. Spurs passing it around. Clock at 6. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Giddey. Shakes him. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And he goes in for the dunk.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so here are the Clippers following the bucket by the Spurs. There's the pick. Launches it from deep. San Antonio with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
Clippers trail by 13. Pass to Alexander. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Porter kicks to Stewart. Here's Petrovic. The offensive rebound. Pass to Bona. There's Porter with the 3. Drops in the tray. Porter's got 5 points so far.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
Johnson outside. Johnson missing again. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Asar Thompson is out there with Porter. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Petrovic. And it's Bona in at the center. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Clippers trail by 17. Johnson outside. On the wing, Christie. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Porter against Giddey. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Filipowski following the bucket by the Spurs.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside, Porter. Can't nail the jumper.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Giddey, no good. Spurs leading by 16. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And the Clippers have possession after the basket by San Antonio. Johnson's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Porter passes to Thompson. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Here's Petrovic. Driving the lane, and a wide open look for Porter. Bangs home the trifecta. Porter's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Alexander's checked in. Pass to Johnson. To halt the run. Rebounded by Chambers.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Taking the gloves off. You like how Johnson attacks the rim once he's there.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under. Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent come into the NBA by way of Australia. They're great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. so there's no lack of interest in this game. Back to you.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And the Clippers making a change here. Knipples checked in, and the shot goes in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Harper. 11 points last game. Now, Christie. Johnson for three. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Christie has the open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Christie's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, a very quiet start, but it looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Madsen comes in for Josh Giddey. Here's Knippel. No good on the quick three. Spurs leading by 18. Here's Dixon. Wow, hammering it in. And powered down the jam.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Dixon. And it's San Antonio with another.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Madsen. Johnson for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coach?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Okongwu's checked in for the Spurs. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Hart, he's checked in for Johnson. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trailed by 19. Here's Madsen. Johnson outside. To the paint. Here's Brooks. San Antonio with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3-ball too critical in today's NBA.
And Hart throws it down.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Here's Dixon. He's got 15. The kick out to Walker. This one for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Walker's got 5.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Pass to Knippel. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And Walker's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Now Knippel lets it go with the 3. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
The real
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now,
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
that could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Manson, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Stewart's checked in for Okongwu. That's Thompson in for Chambers. Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's Harper, and the layup's good off the glass. Harper's got 6 here in this quarter.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Duty calls. Duty calls.
And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Stewart. Petrovic is checked in for Jarris Walker. And Porter subbed in for Dixon. Here's Petrovic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Here's Madsen. He's guarded by Harper. Hart kicks to Johnson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Right side, Porter. Hard against Wembanyama. Good on the baseline, Jay. Wembanyama's got his second bucket.
It's easy to get a good look from mid-range when you tower above everyone. Wembanyama.
And it's Brooks in the corner. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Clippers trail by 18. Here's Madsen. A shake. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Spurs lead by 18. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big Diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, you see their focus on the glass, getting second chance points on one end and preventing them on the other.
That's been just one of the storylines in a total wipeout thus far. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Stop playing with that. Stop playing with that.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Spurs leading by 18. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. Dylan Brooks out there with Johnson. Then it's Madsen. And it's Knipple, and it's Hart in at the 5 down low. Here's Dixon. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama throws it down.
I'd say that's impossible, but he does this every night, folks. Victor Wembanyama.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Now, here's Johnson. Back to Hart. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Brooks from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Outside Harper. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. 16 points for Dylan Harper. Brooks outside. Pass to Johnson. To the inside. And Hart throws it down.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Walker. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Spurs have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Knipple with the bucket.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Dixon. Brooks grabs the board.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
From deep three-point land, Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Chambers. Stolen by Knipple. He takes it in. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Harper with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Wembanyama has got 5 points now this quarter. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Stewart's checked in for Walker. Petrovic is checked in for Chambers. Thompson, he's checked in for Dixon. And Porter subbed in for Harper. Sinks the three-pointer.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
To the right side. Stolen by Brooks. The finish. And the dunk by Brooks.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor. Working hard to be where his team needs him on that break.
Porter passes to Petrovic. Hits the jumper in space. Petrovic has got his second bucket of the night.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Guys?
It's getting interactive. Okay, thank you, Allie. Porter looking it over. On the wing, Thompson. 4 on the clock. Pass to Petrovic. Now Wembanyama. Defended by Hart. Here's Porter. Nails it from the high post. Porter's got 10 points.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Clearly, Johnson is in attack mode tonight. He's going after shots and making a big effort for his team.
Pass to Petrovic. Thompson outside. The putback. Wembanyama foul. And the Spurs lead by 16.
And you got to get a body on MYNBA, or he will eat you up down low.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
San Antonio calls timeout. And the Clippers have possession. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bonus checked in. Down low. Hart. Can't get it to fall.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Petrovic, a three ball. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 7 points in the game.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
In the corner, Knueppel with it. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The kick out to Porter. Stolen by Brooks. Pass to Madsen. Now, here's Hart. He's got 6. Here's Johnson. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Petrovic. And the powerful one-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Madsen after the basket by San Antonio. To Hart. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Johnson, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Manson. Up top, Porter. Giddey defending. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Hart.
Yeah.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And Hart throws it down.
Well, this is a case where you use your size to full advantage, exactly what you're looking for.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Johnson outside. Back to Hart. They get a hand on it. Pass to Petrovic. From deep, the Clippers grab the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Thompson. 6 points for him. Here's Petrovic. Thompson finds Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. And LA has possession. Following the bucket by the Spurs. Giddey the pass to Johnson. San Antonio with the rebound. Stewart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Porter against Giddey. Here's Petrovic. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
They double-team Johnson. Stewart against Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Porter with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Petrovic. Gnebel with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, in football, they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Teams changing it up here. Just about halfway through group play. Here are the NBA Cup standings.
This competition has been really fun to watch. Some great games thus far. It feels like every year the NBA Cup just gets better.
Here's Harper. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 12. Here's Giddey. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Boy, great job by Josh Giddey right there. Puts pressure on the defense, earns that trip to the free throw line.
Good on the second free throw. San Antonio leading by 20. Outside, Walker. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. That's 12 points for Jarris Walker. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. Takes the 12-footer and hits. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Harper. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Got it off in time, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's San Antonio, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
Tremendo.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Harper. Chambers out there with Jarris Walker. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Dixon in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio foul. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Here's Alexander. Johnson outside. To the middle. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Harper. Pass to Chambers. Outside Harper. To the inside. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Josh Giddey.
And you can see that coming, right? Wembanyama taking on contact, getting the better end of that deal.
Here's Alexander. Defended by Wembanyama. Johnson kicks to Giddey. For the three. Rebounded by Chambers. Chambers got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Dixon. Fires from deep. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And the basket by Johnson.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
Wembanyama. He trains the quick shot. Wembanyama has got 7 points here in this quarter. And the Clippers call time here. Knipples checked in for Alexander. LA has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Knippel. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Chambers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And he drives in. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
A big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Giddey the pass to Crystal. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside, Walker. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Chambers the pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now here's Giddey to the paint. Johnson can't get it to go.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
The kick out to Harper. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Misses the three.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Pass to Harper. Wembanyama outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Giddey. Harper, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Connects from three-point range. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Harper against Giddey. Outside for Wembanyama. Over Johnson. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Harper. Wembanyama's got 27. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Thompson, he's checked in for Chambers. The Clippers also making some changes. Brooks comes in for Christie. And it's Madsen in for Josh Giddey. A different look now for San Antonio. Stewart checked in for Walker. Petrovic is checked in for Dixon. And Porter subbed in for Harper. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Hart's checked in. Here's Madsen. LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trade.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
Los Angeles has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally. Here's Madsen. On the wing, Brooks. Launches it. Rebound, San Antonio.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Now, here's Johnson. Start with a screen on Thompson. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's got a ripple effect on this team.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Madsen following the bucket by the Spurs. Johnson, a wide open look, buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got 15 points here in the second half. San Antonio calls timeout. It's time now to present our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. San Antonio calls timeout. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week's vacation here. I can't wait.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now here's Brooks. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Outside, Porter. Driving inside.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Hart the pass to Johnson. Back to Hart. Pass to Kneppel. Thompson with it. Hart covering. Thompson passes to Petrovic. And that's Con Kneppel with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Here's Thompson. Outside, Porter. Fires the 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And here's Los Angeles now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Hart, that's good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Wembanyama.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Shot by Johnson, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. And here are the Clippers. Here's Madsen. Pass to Johnson. Takes the 3. And it's Bona with the rebound. Here's Petrovic. Brooks covering. Porter with it. Stewart a screen. And Porter, here we go. Lays it up off the glass.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a 3rd win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in to
27, 16, 3, 20 and 4, 19 and 4, 18 and 3, 14, 5. Yeah, we just all around just balling out there. He played 19 minutes. That's too many. What is that? He went for 33, though. How is Bona taking more shots than Harper? Oh, they got Michael Porter Jr. now.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Spurs, they love where they stand right now, first place. And of course, Houston, 6.5 games back. Here are the starters for Houston. We've got Michael Porter, Alperen Sengun out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Kolek in at the point. And for the Spurs, we've got Walker. He's out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Chambers in at the 3. You look at San Antonio. How about their performance so far in the NBA Cup? 2-0 and a huge opportunity here at home.
Yeah, they're in a good position, but a win tonight puts them into a great position. 3-0 probably means you're into the next round. Everything to play for here at home.
Now check it out how the Houston Rockets are doing. A win and a loss in their first 2 cup games. A win gets them over 500 in group play.
And honestly, BA, they have to win this game if they want any shot to advance. Considering they're the road team tonight, a victory won't be easy. And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Harper.
Well, you can see why they involved Wembanyama in the 2-man game.
Sengun with it, now guarded by Wembanyama. White for 3, nails it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Dixon. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. Pass to Harper. Now Wembanyama. The kick out to Walker. Launches it. Unable to get that one. Sengun against Wembanyama. Sengun in the post. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And you watch Alperen Sengun. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, BA, he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
The Rockets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Hart. Houston working the ball around. And here's White. And too long on the shot.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just staying with it. MYNBA saves the possession.
Here's Kolek, a key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Gets the three to fall.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to White. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Porter. Over to the wing. Here's Kolek. Uses the glass on the layup. Kolek's got his second basket.
Well, nice pass by Porter Jr., moving the ball with a purpose.
Harper passes to Chambers. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
White for three. Rebounded by the Spurs.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Pass to Walker. To the left side wing. Here's Harper. The rebound by Kolek.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Takes it inside. And another basket for Houston.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
Pass to Walker. Shoots over White. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. Hart finds White. Now here's Şengün. Fires for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them. Well, on top of all the length and skill and athleticism, Wembanyama has a strong work ethic and a great attitude.
Now here's Hart. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. From downtown. Wolf, good.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Kolek. He's got 6. Porter, the pass to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Şengün. And Houston, another 3.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Pass to Wembanyama. And it's good from the elbow. Wembanyama's got 8. Houston leading by 5. And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Thank you, B.A. The intel today is out of the Big Apple. The New York Knicks, with an early season transaction, they've acquired defensive dynamo Amen Thompson, one of the most electrifying athletes in the association with prototype size and strength for the modern NBA wing. He plays with the kind of toughness and grit that could help lift any organization to the next level.
Always something going on, and we appreciate the update, Shams. Thanks. The Rockets have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Here's Kolek. His last outing, he had 18 points. Great open look there. Give him 8.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Out to the right wing. Here's Dixon. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And Houston making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Foster. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Porter looks it over. Pass to Petrovic. Back to Porter. Spurs need to get one up here. Nona. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Porter from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Pass to Woods. Shoots over Thompson, and it's Woods missing.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
On the wing, Thompson. Here's Petrovic. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Foster. Houston leading by 6. Pass to Woods. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Porter, the pass to Petrovic. Picked by Stewart. This one for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Houston has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Şengün, the screen. Pass to Wolf. For 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wolf's got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Şengün. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots.
Picked by Stewart. Here's Porter. Pass to Stewart. Out to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Playing above the rim. This kid, Asar Thompson, can fly.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kolek. No good with the triple. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Petrovic. He's got 6. Picked it. To the wing, right side. Here's Woods. No good on the triple. Thompson fires from way outside. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's his first trip to the line. And he sinks the second. Alperen Şengün, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Houston, dominating on the glass. What a quarter. Back after this.
What the hell?
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
We've got Asar Thompson, and it's Stewart in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Well, Stan, it's still pretty early in the year, but when do those alarm bells start to go off in a coach's mind?
Well, those alarms seem to go off once a game, if you ask me. But looking at the bigger picture, coaches are watching for trends. You don't want to be a team that's going on losing streaks.
Shot blocked! Petrovic passes to Porter. Buries it from 3. Porter's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Foster with the bucket.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Now here's Porter, tightly guarded. There's the steal. Right wing. Houston working the ball around. Here's Hall. Off target from outside. San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Petrovic. Here he goes. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And Houston making a change here. White's checked in. Here's Kolek. Give him 8. Fires from deep. Rebound San Antonio. Corner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Thompson. Stewart, left side. Back to Thompson. Pass to Bona. Banked it in off the glass. Corner's got 5 points now this quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Kolek, a key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Nails it from beyond the arc. White's got 6.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays. It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, good stuff. Here's Petrovic. Stewart, left side. Pass to Petrovic. Picked by Stewart. Here's Porter. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And now it's an 8-point San Antonio lead.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A line change here for San Antonio. Şengün checked in for the Rockets. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Pistons. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for San Antonio, they came into this very, very hopeful. Things haven't gone perfectly smooth, but few teams have played better. I like what I'm seeing.
Here's Chambers. He's averaging about 6 points per game.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside White. It's stolen by Okongwu. Out left to the wing. Walker sets a screen. Back to Okongwu. Pass to Harper. Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see.
And the Rockets making a change here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Porter. They still need this. Here's Wolf. And another miss by Houston.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Dixon. He's got 5. Offline from the top of the key. 10 points separating these teams. Here's Kolek. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Chambers. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Wolf. For Houston, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. White for 3. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, great effort on the glass. Porter Jr. doesn't get enough credit for that part of his game.
San Antonio leading by 6. Into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in. Harper's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Pass to Wolf. Now here's Porter. To the middle. Here's Kolek. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Harper. And he goes with the big dunk right over Alperen Şengün.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And San Antonio making a change here. MYNBA's checked in. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Şengün with it. 10 points for him. Wolf, good. Wolf's got 9 points.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Pass to MYNBA. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Porter. And here's Şengün. Lots of room. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
Along with everything he can do in the paint, Şengün's mid-range game provides some pop as well.
Ooh, MYNBA with the silky stroke from 3.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Clock at 6. Here's Porter. Oh, it's blocked by MYNBA.
Well, as long as MYNBA's in the same zip code, there's a chance he's blocking your shot.
Here's Dixon. He's guarded by White. Yep, that one goes. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
They are also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight.
MYNBA screen. Şengün with a steal. Here's Foster. And the layup falls. Now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And the shot goes down. Harper's got 10 points.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Houston making a change here. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
It's deflected. Pass to Dixon from deep three-point range. The three, pure from three-point range. And now it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
To the wing on the left. Here's Porter. Houston working the ball around. Kolek. Şengün controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, great positioning and timing from Şengün there. And his height helps a little too.
Here's Dixon. And he goes in for the dunk.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Kolek. 12 points for him. White can't hit. Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Porter. Lets it go. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And there's the drive.
Oh, wow, what a play.
That was incredible.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so it's San Antonio with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Take a look at the Spurs. It's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Spurs.
Seems like they can't miss, just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. San Antonio with the ball. And on the floor for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Josh Hart is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Kolek in at the one. From deep, MYNBA. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And it's clear the defense has no answer for MYNBA. And until they do, keep getting him the ball.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Deflects the pass. Outside Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. MYNBA effortless inside.
Yeah, and MYNBA is working to become more efficient from that mid-range area.
Over to the left wing. Porter in the post. Here's Kolek. 15 points in the game. Good on the bucket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Wembanyama, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, you can see how competitive Wembanyama is. He went with the pump fake, knowing he could get to the line.
And so he makes both from the line.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
To the inside. White, good. White's got 10.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Well, Coach, when you think about the NBA's steadiest contributors, Kobe White deserves a mention.
He sure does, B.A. Players like Kobe White are the foundational pieces that every team needs. He makes smart plays, and he's so consistent. You almost take it for granted.
Pass to Porter. Şengün, a screen on Walker. Here's Kolek. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Dixon. He's covered by Hart. Here's the three. Here's Harper. 10 points for him. Offline with a three.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Well, putting some physicality there behind his motion. Porter Jr. attacking the inside.
And Porter hits them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Now here's Porter. Defense right on him. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to White. Inside. Here's Şengün. Rebound by San Antonio. Thompson with it. Now guarded by White. Here's Petrovic. Outside for Porter. Now here's Thompson. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And here's a look at some numbers for Isaiah Stewart.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's Kolek, defended by Thompson. Outside Hart, pass to Porter. Knocks down the triple. Porter's got 9.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Here's Porter. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Pass to Şengün. And here's Porter. Drives to the hoop. Here's Kolek. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He's got 16.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Kolek. Back to Porter. Here's Şengün. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one. Porter in the post. He's got 9. Thompson outside. Here's Petrovic. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Pass to Kolek. Houston working the ball around. White for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Porter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Out to the wing. Now here's Stewart. And he banks in the layup. Stewart's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Well, this is where Stewart should look to score. He can be very effective down low.
Pass to Kolek. Now White. For the tie. Knocks it down from distance. Kolek's got 20.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Porter with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. Here's Bona. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Kolek. 20 points for him. Now Şengün. Pass to Kolek for the lead. Rebound by San Antonio. Bona's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Porter. Down low. Oh, deflected. Hart goes in. Şengün passes to White. Here's Kolek. He buries it from 3. Kolek's got 11 points in the quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Throws it up high.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And it's Porter with the ball for Houston. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Okongwu's checked in for San Antonio. And the level of activity these guys bring to defense is special. Here are the league's leaders in steals. You look at Thompson, 5th in the NBA, a pest on defense.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
Here's Kolek, 23 points in the game, 4 on the clock. Porter's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
To the inside. Here's Wolf. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Bonus checked in for Okongwu. The Spurs have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Pass to Petrovic. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Foster.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Kolek from outside, off the mark. San Antonio leading. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Wolf. Wolf's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
The Spurs shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And the Spurs with some changes. Here's Dixon. He's got 14. It's good. Dixon's got 16 points.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Pass to Woods. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 11 points in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
From deep, Wembanyama connects from downtown.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Kolek. Count the basket. Kolek's got 25 points in the game.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
To the left wing. Here's Harper. Pulls it in from the elbow. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Rockets ahead. They lead by 1. After a quick break, and it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Harper, Jarris Walker out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Chambers in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Wolf. Walker covering. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
San Antonio trailing here. Here's Dixon. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Explosive move by White, going right up to the rim.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Pass to Dixon. Lets the 3 fly. Hits a 3-pointer. Dixon's got 21.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Basket counts. White's got 4 points this quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Dixon. Lets it go from deep. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Here's White. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, White can attack fast, and the defense was unprepared to contest him cleanly.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside, and up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Outside Wembanyama. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, Wembanyama can do it all, but the coaching staff would like to see him stay in the paint as much as he can.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told his players, "We are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game."
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Dixon. Over Şengün. Dixon can't get it to go.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Wolf passes to White. To the right side. Down low. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. White's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
The putback. Here's Wembanyama. In traffic, Wemby goes to work.
And lately, this guy is finding points. I mean, just a beautiful second chance bucket right there.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing, especially on the offensive glass.
Here's Walker going inside.
And after putting it down,
zone.
He dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Outside White from the arc. San Antonio with a rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Harper. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Foster. Inside. Here's Şengün. And Şengün, throw it down.
Yeah, good physical play from the big man. Şengün refused to be stopped.
Şengün, no good on the free throw.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
The Spurs call time. So it's both teams making substitutions here. San Antonio leading by 6. Now here's Porter. Thompson outside. Cash assisting on the play was Porter.
Just a tremendous athlete. Asar Thompson is hard to contain down low.
Pass to Hart. Here's Foster. 6 to shoot. The Rockets with another miss. And here's Wembanyama. Thompson with a screen. Wembanyama pass to Thompson. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Josh Hart.
Wembanyama knows better than to just hold the ball. He searches and finds an open guy.
Here's Kolek. Fires in the triple. Kolek's got 16 points here in the second half.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Foster. That one drops for him. Now just a 5-point San Antonio lead.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
The Spurs call time. San Antonio has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Pass to Harper. Fires the 3. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
White can't hit.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
The kick out to Walker from 20 feet. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And Kolek gets it to go.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Pass to Wembanyama. There's the triple. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
He's starting to pick it up from downtown. Made just 1 in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
Here's Kolek. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Kolek's got 32 points.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Wembanyama fires. No stopping him from 16 feet out.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
No good.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And the first one at the line is good. The Spurs making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. That one's no good. And it's Şengün with the ball for Houston. A 12-point game. Jacks up a 3. It's money from deep.
They're calmly knocking it down. Şengün looks zen-like at times.
San Antonio's gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. From downtown. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Left side, MYNBA. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, rising above, MYNBA.
Well, you know, for such a big guy, MYNBA has excellent body control.
Here's White. A minute 39 left in the final quarter. Screen by Hart. Now Porter shoots a 3. MYNBA there for the rebound. Fires the 3. Oh, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Hart. Now White. The release. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Walker, a screen on White. Here's Dixon. He's guarded by White. MYNBA. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
It's cleared away by Thompson. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he racks up 2.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Oh, it misses. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast.
34-13, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Dixon 27 and 8. Harper 15 and 5. Pat 9-3. He struggled. Thompson's a beast, 9-2-3. He didn't struggle. Porter Jr. 9-4. He did alright. Bona 9-11, 1 block. Chambers 5-2. 21 minutes. We gotta get those minutes down. You're playing more minutes than Thompson, Petrovic. We gotta get that. We gotta get that sorted. We gotta get the minutes down. Ain't no way you're supposed to be playing 15. Yeah, that'd be cool. You play 15. That'll be for next time. Yeah.